am a true believer that living in a small space can save a lot of money. Hi everybody, thank you so much for joining me today. If you don't know me, I'm the owner of frozenpennies.com. I'm a financial coach, and as a family, we are debt-free. Now I'm in a little bit different location. I'm actually in my dining room today, and I wanted to show you around the house. We live in a pretty small house. It's dining room, kitchen, living room, bathroom, 1 bedroom downstairs, upstairs 2 bedrooms, 1 bath, and an office. But it wasn't always like this. We did add on to the second story. It used to be just 1 bathroom, 2 bedroom house. With a little bit of time, a little bit of muscle, and a lot of patience, we were able to add on. But it's still a pretty small house. I am going to give you a little bit of a tour today, and then we're going to talk about how to save money in a small house and why you should consider living in a smaller home. This is a little bit of our living room. I'll show you a big picture afterwards. You can see the tree is up right over here. And it's kind of dark, so I've got all of the lights on, so I hope the lighting is okay. One of the benefits of living in a smaller house is the fact that it's going to cost you less money to purchase a smaller house than it would be a big one. That means a couple of different things. First, it means that your mortgage is going to be paid off much faster. It means that your taxes, county, school, village, are going to be smaller because you paid less for your house. It also means that the heating and cooling of your house is going to cost you less because it's a smaller house. Now our ceilings here are pretty low. We don't have big vaulted ceilings, and it's an old house built in the 1920s, so we actually have rooms. It's not a big open floor plan, which means that if we chose to, we could block off some of these doors. As a matter of fact, some of them have the moldings. Looks like there was actually doors to things. And we could heat individual rooms or cool individual rooms if we so chose to. When we bought this house, we saw the potential in the house. It had a decent amount of property around it, and it had the potential to add on. So we knew that this was not only our starter home, but our forever home, because neither one of us planned on ever moving again. We also understood that there was a lot of great room for improvement in this house. We could build back, we could build out, we could even build up, which is what we've done. We've added some dormers to the top of the house to make the upstairs living area twice the size. Another one of the joys of living in a smaller house means you're going to spend less money furnishing it because you don't have the room for anything. You only have enough space for maybe a couch, a chair, or maybe another couch, and that's about it. Our house is so small that our dining room and our laundry room are the same room, which means our dining table is pretty small. For Thanksgiving and Christmas dinners, we actually move the dining table out to the back deck and then set up a couple of long folding tables. And even then, it's kind of a tight squeeze. And I have to add this too, even though this isn't directly saving money, it is saving time. And as the old saying goes, time is money. If you live in a smaller home, it takes less time to clean it. So, because you're saving time, you're also saving money. And if you've seen a few of my other videos, you know that this is my kitchen. There's a huge shortage of space in this kitchen, which really means that it's super efficient. Refrigerator, stove, and sink is right there. It's the perfect trifecta in the area, which makes it super easy and quick to do all of the tasks that you might need in your kitchen. It also means that, going back to that whole time is money thing, that it takes you less time to cook because you only have to step 2 feet either direction in order to get to anything that you want. Small spaces also means that you have to get super creative with storage, because I only have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15 cupboards in this place. That means that you only keep the things that you deem important, and many of the things that you have serve double, triple, or quadruple duty. That means that you have an Instant Pot. That's also your slow cooker. That's also your rice cooker. That's also your air fryer, because you don't have the space on your countertops for all of those things. There are a few ways that we save money around our kitchen. The first is this amazing lid. This is an air fryer lid for the Instant Pot. Somebody asked me in another video in the comments where I got mine, and I got mine on Amazon, but I couldn't find it when I looked. So I did link another one that's a different brand. I did link that in my Amazon store. So if you look down in the description, you'll see the link to my Amazon store, and you can go check that out and see if it's something that you're interested in. Along with that air fryer addition to the Instant Pot is the Instant Pot itself. It is phenomenal. We probably use it once a week for anything and everything. It does a great job in cooking things and making cheaper meats tender. That's one of the things that I love about it. You can make a cheap cut of meat fall apart tender and delicious using the Instant Pot. We do have to get creative when it comes to storage. At this point in our kitchen, we only have 4 cupboards that hold food. The rest of the food is down cellar in our overflow pantry. Because we don't have a pantry, we have to use cellar shelving in order to put the things down there, like your canned goods or your jars or your condiments is downstairs on the shelves in the cellar. I have seen people who use under bed storage for those things to stock up when they go on sale. They might have bottles of ketchup underneath their bed in a bin. You gotta do what you gotta do sometimes when you get those really good deals. Next in the kitchen, we can talk about those great things that we use on a daily basis to save money. Instead of purchasing zipper bags or saran wrap or foil, we use glass containers. Do we have glass containers in every size and every shape to fit every single need? Yes. Yes, we do. Let's give you the full tour. bedrooms and 1 bath. And honestly, the bedroom that upstairs wasn't really even a bedroom. It was just an open space that they turned into a bedroom. It didn't have a closet. It didn't have anything. It was real stuffy. The ventilation wasn't great. It was more of an attic space that they put some kind of fiberboard on and painted it. It took us 7 years to renovate the upstairs. We actually slept in the dining room. We took the dining room table out. We had a small table in the living room that we used to eat on. We also have a front porch with a table that we used when the weather was nice. But we slept in the dining room because we did not hire our renovations out. My husband is amazing. He's the handiest man I've ever met. He did all of the work. Did you see all of those angles upstairs? That's him. That's his brain. That's his imagination. He's brilliant. So we would save some money. We would buy the supplies. He would do the work. Then we would save some more money, buy some more supplies, do some more work. It took 7 years, but it was 100% worth it for us to not go into debt and not borrow money. Because our belief system and our values would not allow us to do that, we chose a different way. And it only took us 7 years. We have lived in this house for over 21 years, and we bought it because we could see the potential. It was such a great price. We also knew that we could have it paid off so much faster than if we had a bigger, fancier, more expensive house. We love our little house and we're happy to be here. We've got big plans for it in the future, and we never plan on leaving. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I truly appreciate you. Have an amazing Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We'll chat soon. Bye-bye.